It's the first domino that we have to knock over to get everything into place. Sacramento politicians have clamped an iron band of regulations around the chest of our economy, and it's time for us to let businesses breathe again. It's time for us to prosper. The time is now. And I promise you that I will be part of that job-creating revolution that we all want. I want every business that is even thinking about leaving California to call me. I want people to pick up the phone and to call me. And I want you to talk, and I want to talk to you not as a lieutenant governor. I want to talk to you as a business owner, as a businessman who understands the roadblocks that have been put in place. I have a message for them today. We must end the standoff between business and government. We need government and business to be partners in prosperity and in the California dream. This is the message that I want every person in Sacramento to hear. We need to work together toward a better California. We can't work against each other and let California fail. We can't just let California fail just to prove a point or to teach our political opponents a lesson. Then what? Then what do we do? That's the question I've always asked myself. So here's a lesson I want to teach. It's called compromise. I'll never ask anyone or anybody to compromise on their principles. But I'll always demand that people come to the table with a principled compromise that will move our great state forward. It works. I've lived it in this building. It's not as simple as reaching out and putting your hand across the aisle. Yes, there's risk involved, but I've seen the power of coming together, and it is exactly what California needs today. We need explosive job growth because it isn't going to be government that brings California back. It's going to be those small family businesses throughout the state, the entrepreneurs, the job creators who will turn our California economy around. So I know my job isn't to create jobs because, let's face it, no politician can magically make jobs appear. And I think we're all tired of those empty promises and platitudes, but I can make it easier for businesses to thrive. California dominated the 20th century economy because it was the birthplace of dynamic industries. It's the birthplace of Hollywood, aerospace, the Silicon Valley. Those are synonymous with California with dynamic job creation. And we've seen the next frontier for California's economy already. It's called the green energy. It's called the green economy. Green energy has already attracted billions in venture capital to our state. Over and over again. Green energy can help us kick off the dangerous dependence on foreign oil and provide our country with valuable energy. And the green energy can help us avoid the kind of environmental catastrophe that we're seeing today in the Gulf of Mexico, where thousands and thousands of barrels are bubbling up on the shores and threatening the shores of Louisiana. We need to own green energy in California. I know we can own it. Wind power, solar power, wave power, all of it. The demand for renewable power is going to explode, and we have to be ready to meet the challenges. So this is a key area for job growth in California today and for future generations to come. As Lieutenant Governor, I'm a voting member of the State Lands Commission. I will lead a focused effort of regulatory reform on that commission to aid the development of new alternative energy facilities. We will make it easier for private industry to invest in our state's green future by streamlining regulation and cutting the time that stops businesses from making a commitment to California and what we want them to do to create jobs in this great state. That is a concrete example of how the Lieutenant Governor's office can play an important role in the vibrant economic future of this state. And it will be one of my top priorities as Lieutenant Governor. I will also bring a new focus of jobs in the economy to my position as the Regent of the University of California and as a trustee of the California State University system. I will advocate for the creation of economic development subcommittees for both the UC Regents and the CSU boards of trustees. We have some of the state's most brilliant minds sitting in those meetings, leaders from all walks of life, and if we don't have them focusing at least on the economy, on the area that fuels everything else, then we're missing a huge opportunity here in California. And there's even more I can do. I will make it my mission to reach out to businesses and bring their message to the governor, and bring their message to my former colleagues, the legislature, and bring their message to the UC and CSU boards. I will work with everyone. I always have. Big or small, Democrat or Republican, public or private. Let's come together. Let's forget about ruling our own little kingdoms, and let's serve California, and let's work together to find the solutions to the problems that we have in our great state. Tied down in red tape? Okay, let's unravel the red tape and let's get through the process just a little quicker. Are you a business in California that's hiring? Great. I want to help you find employees in this great state of ours. Are you a business that needs to train and retrain our employees? No problem. The Employment Training Panel provides free training. California provides unique programs and opportunities for businesses found nowhere else in our nation. But these programs are underutilized and they're underpromoted. I'm here to say, no more. Not anymore. Businesses create jobs, but I will ensure that they have every tool in their disposal to make this happen here in California. I will be a communicator. I will be a salesman for my home state of California. I will not rest until we see business investing, expanding, and hiring more workers in our great state. Since our first day as a state, people have come to California for one reason, and for one reason only: to work. Our history is written by the jobs we've created, by the 49ers, the farmers, the inventors, and the teachers. That's why my father came here. He had nothing. He only had the shirt on his back and a few meager possessions. He didn't come here for the hot, nice weather. He didn't come here for the beaches. He came looking for an opportunity. And now, over 43 years later, he has gone from job seeker to job creator, only in America and only in California. When I look at our history for guidance, and when I look at the past, I see what makes California stand alone among other states. It is that economic opportunity that sets us apart. Only in America and only in California can a person spend their childhood dreams next to their parents, working in the fields, picking fruits, picking vegetables, and grow up to fulfill their dreams. Only in California can a young child look at the impossible and say, I can do that. We don't just dream, we set goals. We focus, we succeed. Only in California can a young man rise from humble beginnings in the fields to achieve his dream, to become an astronaut. Are you confused? I'm not confused. I'm not talking about my story. I'm talking about the dreams of another young man who happens to be a Californian. That young man, Jose Hernandez, who grew up poor in the hot sun, with the hot sun on his back in Stockton, California. What is he now? He's a NASA astronaut. Jose couldn't be here with us today, but I'm proud that in the audience today is his beautiful mother and father, Salvador and Julia Hernandez. Please stand.